What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Journey with G Poppy. As promised, we're gonna do part number 4 of the video of replacing the mailbox post, as I mentioned yesterday. So I'm gonna set the camera down. Hopefully, you'll be able to get a good view of this project. Let's see if I can get. At least I can see a little better today. So at least I can get hopefully get a decent angle on it for you. All right, how about that? All right, there we go. All right, we'll try that. Okay. So we've got our post cut to length, and already got the post in the hole. So what I did is I tried to tamp the bottom, because there is normally some loose dirt in the bottom of the hole, so I tried to tamp it a little bit so it would not sink. And the next step, okay, so it doesn't want to sit right. Okay. All right. So the next step is going to be. To try to brace this post so it doesn't move. And I brought my level today. That's one thing I forgot the last time that I worked on it. So I brought a couple scrap pieces of wood along to just to hold the post in place at the level position. While we get the post where we want it. All right. So, all right. Let's see. So now we're gonna check it for plumb. Actually, if you want to be technical, actually, I'm gonna go this side. It's not really too bad. Too bad. Okay, so that's good. We're good that way. Now we got to do something the other direction. So we'll put another screw in this board. Get it. It usually won't take much to hold it in place. It doesn't take much. You're just trying to get it to stay in position until you get your post firmly planted in the ground. That's what we're trying to accomplish. All right, so that's not bad. Not bad. All right, still good that way. Okay, we're good that way. Good that way. All right, now. I brought a bucket of rocks just to try to. It's not a bad idea when you're planting a post to put some rocks in the bottom of your hole. It'll help keep get your posts more firmly planted in the ground. It's not a bad idea. It's a good habit. I mean, it's a good way to get rid of some old rocks too. If you have a bunch of rocks, you want to get rid of your rocks. I was going to say, if you want to get your rocks off, but I wouldn't say that. It would be inappropriate. Alright, so I got some rocks in there. Not too many. I didn't have many. Actually, there are a few rocks here from where I dug that post hole out. It wouldn't hurt. They're clay, but more like clay rocks. Alright, now, so after I put the rocks in, I'm going to double check the plumb of the post again. Let's see. Okay, not looking bad. Not bad. Okay, so now we can start putting dirt into our hole, and we'll just kind of try to put it in there pretty pretty easily, not to try to move the post around too much if we can help it. Pretty simple stuff. It's not rocket science. Not rocket science. Once I start tamping the dirt in the post, that's when I'll need to check it again to see if it's staying in position that I want it to be in. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, not bad. Not bad. It looks like we'll have plenty of dirt. That's good. So the rocks also help with that. All right, now I'm going to take my digging bar on the tamping end, and I'm going to tamp the hole. Try to tamp it evenly around, because I don't want to knock our post out of plumb. Plumb being straight up and down. Okay, so I don't want to go too wild just yet. All right, so we'll give it one more check with the level. Make sure it's still good. See, it's bounced out a little bit. All right, let's see. All right. Now we're good now. Okay. Yep, we're good. So we're good on both sides. All right. Now I can tamp it a little more. This can be a good little workout as well. And the more you tamp this, the tighter it'll get. All right, give it one more check with the level. Still good. Yeah, we're still looking good. Okay. All right, now we're going to finish putting the rest of our dirt in the hole. All right. Okay. So it doesn't hurt to have, if your dirt's piled up a little bit, it's fine. It doesn't hurt to have it piled up a little bit, because it'll actually, the dirt will settle more as time goes by, as you have freezing and thawing. See, the dirt will settle, so it doesn't hurt. Woo! right. Good little workout. All right. Alright guys, so I'm done with the tamping. Now I'm just going to pull my dirt up to the side of the post. And at that point you can just step it down with your foot, like so. Just step it down like that. And as I mentioned, it doesn't hurt to have it piled up a little bit because it will settle. It'll settle some more as time goes by. So it's best to have your dirt piled up a little bit. Not too crazy, not too much, but a little bit. All right, so that's takes care of that part. Now we can take our screws back out because our post is firmly planted in the ground. So we don't need these supports any longer. All right. All right. Takes care of that. Get rid of these boards, put them back in my truck. I might need them some other time. Take another peek at this at the level. All right, looks good. All right, now I'm gonna set the mailbox post. Let me readjust this camera a little bit if I may. I wish I had something to set it on. Would be good. I'm going to reposition this to where you can get a better view of what we're doing here, I think. Hopefully. Let's see. Let me twist you back this way. There we go. There we go. There you are. All right. You stay right there. Okay. All right. So now, if you remember, we notched this post out last night or yesterday. It fits on there nicely, just like that. Okay, so that's a pretty good deal. I like the way that turned out. Just make sure it's flush with the side of your post. All right. All right. Hopefully you like the way that looks. Now we're gonna have to run. Simply run 2 long screws down into the top up here. All right. So first I'm gonna drill a pilot hole for these long screws that I was telling you about yesterday, and they are called these screws. They're called. They're made by GRK, and they're rugged structural screws. They're pretty intense, and these things will eat. These things will eat. If you can see, they will eat into some wood. Let me tell you, pretty tough. All right, I'm gonna drill pilot holes, even though I probably really wouldn't need to. I'm gonna do it anyway. One hole. So, and the good thing about this bit that I'm using, it has a countersink capability, if you can see that. It not only drills a hole at a graduated angle, it drills a hole for the head of your screw, so the head of your screw can get buried into the wood. All right, now to bury the screws. How are you? How's it looking? You like it? I'm gonna do some brackets on each side. So I'm gonna screw this in the top. It's still loose right now, so it'll be fine. I think it'll hold up for quite a while. Well, you never know. Yeah. You have a good day.
Thanks for doing that.
Oh, no problem. No problem. All right, so that was one of the neighbors, one of my daughter's neighbors actually, who one of these mailboxes belonged to her. So all right, see how that tightened that up? That tightened that up pretty good. The one thing I do not like is that mailbox. All right, that tightened it right up. There we go. That looks better. All right, now. Okay. Let's see how that looks. That's not too bad. Okay. All right, now we're gonna do some additional bracing on this. I probably wouldn't need to do that, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So what I've done is I've cut some short boards, and I've cut them at an angle, 45-degree angle, so that I can have some additional bracing. Because as time goes by, this section right here might have a tendency to sag, plus with the notch in the wood in addition. So just an additional, little additional bracing, so to give it a little more stability. That's basically all I'm trying to do with that. All right, so I've got my drill bit once again with the countersink part on the bit, as I showed you. I'm going to use the same bit again. All right, so here we're gonna. Okay, I used a 2x4. I was thought about using a 2x6, but I didn't think I really needed to do that. So, all right, so we're gonna try to get a really good angle on this. All right. All right, now, so now we can put our tip in, our screwdriver tip back in, and I like the tips with the numerous sides, because they have a tendency to hold a lot better. They're a lot easier to screw in and out, because like the Phillips screws, especially with the cheap screws that are being made these days, you want every angle you can. All right, pretty simple stuff, pretty basic stuff here. Okay, it's not, like I said, not rocket science. All right, so I just want to try to make it look good. Okay, and the pilot hole that I did was more for this 2x4 than it was for this. Okay, see how much it stabilized that? That's pretty sturdy. Okay, then we're going to do likewise on the other side, and then we'll call it a day for this project anyway. All right. All right. Now. Okay. just want to get it flush with the wood, right? Let's see if I can get it there. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking. A drill bit came under. Okay. Now, tell you what I'm gonna do so that thing doesn't jerk me around anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 screws in it to hold it in place. All right. Let's see. So one bad thing about these drills. Sometimes with the old electric drills, you had like a bit to make them really. I don't like that hole. We'll just put one in it for right now. Okay. Not a big fan of that. Okay. All right. We're just gonna go ahead and run one screw. If this bit would stay, that bit would stay in place, it would help. All right, so that's not bad. All right, guys. So. Uh-oh. So anyway, like I was saying, the old electric drills had a little chuck there. That's the word I was looking for. It had a chuck to where it would tighten the bit in the drill, and you would tighten it up, hand tight, with the metal chuck, and the bits wouldn't come loose. But with the battery operated drills, sometimes they have a tendency to come loose. It's a pain, but it's just. All right, so there's our pilot holes all done. All right, let me get my tip back in for my screws. All right, I'll need 3 more screws to finish out the job, since I already have one in. So. There it is. There it is, guys. All done. Okay. So I'll give you a closer look. And see how I ran the screws in the top of the post. I notched the post. And then I cut the angles. And I screwed them into the post. Countersunk the screws so you can't see them on both sides. So that's a pretty sturdy mailbox post now. Much better than it was. If you remember how loose it was. So anyway. That's a job done. Hope you guys have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Journey with G Poppy, and like this video. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.